Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video, we're going to take a look at pound yen. There's some interesting things that I want to go through on this chart. We've got pound, which is the stronger currency. We've got yen, which is one of the weaker ones. However, we could be seeing a bit of a reversal to that market because typically when we have a super strong currency and a super weak one, we see a reversal in the markets, or we can tend to see a reversal. If I just bring in the strength meter and we just have a quick look at what I'm talking about there, you can see that pound is the orange line and it's near the top of the strength meter and the yen is at the bottom. So typically when these diverge or start to diverge, then we'd get a reversal in the trend. I think a good example of when this has happened in recent times, the yen's been pretty weak this year, so it's not really been one to change trend recently. Trying to just look to see if there was an area where we could have looked for that potential reversal in the market. I'm thinking maybe sort of this sort of time. There wasn't a huge reversal. That was around about March time on pound yen, which we didn't get sort of a huge sort of reversal in the market. You can see here it went February into March. We did get a bit of a chunk down around about 100, what's that, good few points there actually. Sorry, over here I should say, in 2021. So we had a bit of a move down, but not really anything too aggressive. You can see here as well, however, we do have some divergence. So you can see I've got the RSI on the screen here, and what I'm looking at is the fact that price is starting to make higher highs and the RSI is making lower highs. Now this is a potential sign of a reverse because the RSI is basically a momentum indicator, and what this is showing us here is that this recent rally on this weekly time frame is that the momentum isn't as strong as the previous rally. So basically saying that the momentum here may start to shift to the downside because it can't break above that previous high on the RSI indicator. So that's interesting to see that little bit of divergence there. That's what's given me a little bit of thought to this potentially moving to the downside. Now, the only way that this would kind of make me want to be a short seller is if that trend did change. And we did talk about this a little bit in the forex market outlook, and we haven't seen that yet. Price is still trading at last week's low. It's still rejecting that low where buyers came in before as well. So I don't want to be short just yet, because what I want to see is price take out this area here, then trade back to it, and then make its move to the downside. We did talk about the fact as well we have support looking left, and that price could find support looking left, and it has done. We talked about that in the forex market outlook as well, so that's also interesting to see. But if I just jump back up into that weekly time frame, what I'm going to do is just apply some figures on here. So I'm going to put the weekly low in, the weekly high, the weekly close, and the weekly open, all in the same sort of area. So if I go into the daily time frame, or if I go into the 4-hour time frame actually, you can see that price is on last week's low. Just need to adjust it slightly. Last week's highs, which is just through here, and we've got the open and close. And so far, like we've already talked about, price is rejecting last week's low. Now, if price was to take out this area, okay, then I would be looking for this trend to continue to the upside. I'd be thinking yen is going to weaken still, and we'd see pound yen move higher. Now, obviously that weekly time frame is showing us, hang on a minute, there could be a potential for a reversal. So we also could look for the potential for price to break away from last week's close, which is 155.12, and break below 154.78. So I'm actually looking more for the downward side to this market. Obviously other factors are going to have to come into play for us, but that 155.12 is going to be super important, because if price breaks above that area, then it's basically changing trend on the 4-hour. It's forming the double bottom at that point. If it has a false breakout at this point, then we may see that momentum shift, and we may see price break to the downside. So I'm going to be looking for a couple of different options here on pound yen. weekly, remember, is showing us some divergence, so we could start to see a reversal to this market. We need the strength and weakness to agree before we can technically trade this short, but hopefully we get a break of that 154.78 and that weekly low. If price can sustain below there, then it's going to be a good for a short opportunity. Thanks for watching this Blueberry Markets video update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and thumbs up, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell to be alerted when a new video is uploaded. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.